4:44, time for Bill's excellent adventure. Today, our celebration of his 39 years here at 10 News goes from land to sea.
Today, the Excellent Adventure RV is on the Embarcadero, right alongside the Star of India, one of San Diego's best-known landmarks.
All right, Jason, welcome to the Star of India. What do you think?
Wow, I mean, that's beautiful.
Isn't it something?
Yeah.
If you really want to see it at its most magnificent, you got to take it out to sea.
I learned that truth on July 4th, 1976 during the American Bicentennial, the first time the barkentine had been at sea under sail in 50 years. I was just one of the tens of thousands who lined the bay or floated in boats as the Star was tugged out past Point Loma and her sails were unfurled. That day, I fell in love with that ship and began volunteering with the Maritime Museum. The next 3 times the Star of India went out, 1984, 86, and 89, I made sure I was on board. On the first trip in 84, I spent the time with the volunteer crew. They even let me wear one of their blue T-shirts. I got to climb the mizzen-mast with them. Yeah, that's me way up there. And I even ventured out to the end of the bowsprit. By the way, that's that long pole that sticks off the front of the boat. I mean, it was a harrowing climb for a non-sailing person like me. But when I got there, what a picture I got of the ship below. Wow. Now, the next voyage was Memorial Day Sunday, 1986, and this time Channel 10 pulled out all the stops with a live hour special. Michael Tuck was on the Embarcadero. Carol LeBeau was overhead in Sky 10. But I was on the poop deck with Captain Carl Bowman, giving viewers a taste of what it was like to sail the Pacific on a 120-year-old ship. And it was spectacular, I gotta say. And even though, like most of the Star's voyages, it took more than 6 hours, it was still over way too soon, in my opinion. I think a member of the crew put it best when I asked him how long he'd been volunteering on the Star.
Well, I started working on this in 1958 when I was in the Scouts, and then all the way through high school, I've been on all 3 sails. So it's my big number 3.
You like working up here on where it's high?
Love it. You know, since can't go on the space shuttle, that's the next best thing.
Well, 3 years later, I was back. No live show this time, but it was another memorable voyage nonetheless, because one of my fellow sailors that day was my idol, Walter Cronkite. The Maritime Museum had invited Cronkite along, and we spent an hour just talking shop. Even better than the space shuttle.
Now, the last time the Star sailed was back in November of 2013, but they did all 3 days of the weekend. That was under the guidance of Captain Rich Gobin now. Captain Bowman's passed away, but Rich has been a long history in San Diego captaining these big sailing vessels. Now, the Star's not going to put to sea again until next year.
Okay.
I really want to get on there.
Yeah.
You have to.
Right?
You have to.
Yeah.
Make sure we can document that.
Oh, yeah.
For old time's sake.
There you
For
go.
sure.